Hello, everyone on LinkedIn and YouTube and my Facebook business page. How is everyone doing? Welcome to Heart with Saima. I come to you every Thursday, and I come to you talking about. I start some information about real estate, something about, um, you know. Today I will be talking about mindfulness. So we are already live on a couple of places and gonna go live on Instagram. Okay, so I am live on Facebook and Instagram. If you are following me, you're welcome to join me on the radio. And 5 seconds to go. Welcome to Heart with Saima. You're listening to 104.1 FM. You can listen to us on 104.1 FM as well as 700 AM. This is your host, Saima Dillon. How is everyone doing today? So, first of all, thank you all so much for those of you who listen to me, who follow me, who watch me. When as I start my show, I do want to start by saying that for me, heart to heart journey is a journey about me. It's me coming to you, and I've been coming to you. I've been doing my podcast. The radio show started much later, but जो मैंने अपने podcast जो start किया था, I've been doing that since April of 2020 when we were quarantined and we were stuck in the house, and हर चीज रुक गई थी, हर चीज बंद हो गई थी, and उस point के ऊपर it was a matter of okay, you know what, it's time to pivot. अपनी life के अंदर कुछ different करने का वक्त आया था, and it was at that point that I started doing my podcast Heart to Heart. And I have to when I start my show and I come here, I always share with everyone that Heart to Heart is me coming to you, and or me going live, because I've always live streamed and talking about my own journey. और जब मैं अपनी जर्नी की बात करती हूँ, so I always say that my journey is a journey of imperfection. It's a journey of soul searching. It's a journey of talking about my life experiences. तो जब मैं आपके पास हर Thursday को यहाँ पर आती हूँ, and I come to you every Thursday from 1 to 2, I am live streaming right now. You're able to join me live on social media. It's under Saima underscore Dillon. On Instagram, it's Saima Malik Dillon. On Facebook, it's under Saima Malik Dillon. On LinkedIn, as well as YouTube. So I am streaming live on multiple places. तो आप मुझे उधर भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं. If you have any questions about real estate, want to share something about life, the number to the studio is 214-817-3333. When I come to you here, तो सबसे पहले मैं अपने ऊपर कहती हूँ कि I am this most imperfect person. बहुत सारे लोग इस ख्याल में अपनी जिंदगी गुजार देते हैं कि दे आर परफेक्ट. अगर कोई चीज उनके हिसाब से बैलेंस के अंदर नहीं आती, तो वो समझते हैं कि they take it personally and they take okay, you know what, they cannot seem to handle any imbalances of life. They have a difficult time. I come here and the first thing that I share with everyone is how imperfect I am. Not only am I imperfect, but मेरे लिए the word mistakes has a very different meaning, and that meaning to me is the fact that गलतियां जो ये एक बहुत नेगेटिव इसको कॉनोटेशन दे दिया हुआ है, बट टू मी बेसिकली व्हाट ये सब जिंदगी के तजुर्बे हैं, ये लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं. व्हाट आर मिस्टेक्स? मिस्टेक्स आर बेसिकली जस्ट experiences of life, things that we did not foresee, things that we did not expect. It's an outcome that we did not hope for, and that's what mistakes are. तो सबसे पहले तो मेरी जिंदगी के अंदर बेतहाशा गलतियां हैं, बहुत सारी mistakes हैं which I myself I go and I try. I'm one of those people. I will go and try. मुझे हर चीज़ की कोशिश करनी है. बहुत सारी चीज़ें जब आप कोशिश करते हैं, ये सब तजुर्बे होते हैं, ये सब आपको सिखाते हैं, ये सब चीज़ें आपको प्रिपेयर कर रही होती हैं किसी और चीज़ के लिए. तो मेरा नज़रिया लाइफ को देखने का यही है कि when I come to you here on the radio or I'm streaming live, इसके अंदर मैं अपनी खुशियाँ भी आपके साथ शेयर करती हूँ, मैं अपने गम भी शेयर करती हूँ, मैं अपनी हार्डशिप्स भी शेयर करती हूँ, और मैं उन लम्हों को भी शेयर, जब मैं अगर मैं बहुत किसी चीज़ से अपसेट भी होती हूँ, तो वो चीज़ भी मैं शेयर करती हूँ, बिकॉज आई एम वन ऑफ दोज पीपल. आई एम वेरी ऑथेंटिक. जो आपको दिखता है वही सबको दिखता है. तो बहुत सारे लोगों की डिफरेंट फिलोसफीज हैं, विच इज़ परफेक्टली फाइन. एवरीवन हैज़ अ राइट टू देयर ओन फिलोसफी ऑफ लाइफ. मगर मेरी जो फिलोसफी है ऑफ लाइफ, इट्स बेसिकली कि यू नो अगर किसी चीज़ पे दिल भी टूट रहा होगा तो वो भी मैं शेयर कर लूँगी. अगर मुझे किसी चीज़ से तकलीफ पहुँच रही है वो भी शेयर कर लूँगी. सो आई विल कम हियर एंड आई विल शेयर all these different experiences, because that's what Heart to Heart with Saima is. It's me coming here talking to you about everything under the sun, but they are all my experiences. I come and share my frustrations, my happiness, my aggravation. हर चीज very obviously apparently बहुत खुले तरीके से शेयर होती है. And I hope कि उस process के अंदर, and the reason I put it out there, the reason I put my own vulnerabilities out there is just so that अगर कोई और इंसान अपनी जिंदगी में किसी मुश्किल वक्त से या किसी किसी चीज़ को एक्सपीरियंस वो कर रहा हो जो कि इसके लिए बहुत हार्डशिप लेके आ रही है, तो I just hope that somewhere someone is listening who's able to resonate with me, and who I am able to give courage to by letting you know that, you know what, if you're having a hard day today, you're not the only one. If you got a bad diagnosis, or if someone hurt your feelings, or if you're going through something, you're not the only one. There are other people around you, you know, who are going through similar things, who are going through similar hardships, who are going through similar experiences in life. And, life tests all of us in a lot of different ways. ये जिंदगी, I think ये जिंदगी, मैं अभी किसी को यही बोल रही थी कि for myself, I feel like I'm a river. और मैं अपने आप को अब जब भी ये फील करें कि आप you're feeling bad and you feel you're in a bad place, it means that something is happening in your life which is forcing you to go upstream in the river. तो जब भी आप टाइड के अगेन स्विम करने की कोशिश करते हैं and you're going upstream, it's always very hard, it's very difficult, and एक वो point आता है जिधर you run out of energy and you don't have anything left to give because you get exhausted. तो जब आप चीजें, you keep inhaling, you keep taking in everything in the surrounding. आप हर एनर्जी को अपने अंदर, आप दूसरों की ओपिनियंस और दूसरों की चीजें, जब भी आप अपने अंदर ये सब चीजें ले रहे होते हैं and you are away from your own authentic self, life becomes really hard and it feels like you're going upstream in the river. तो जिंदगी में we are meant to go downstream. We are meant to flow in the river and we are meant to just keep going forward. उन सारे उस सब बोझ को अपने कंधों से उतार दें. मेरी जिंदगी में जब चेंज आना शुरू हुआ है, I started pivoting in 2016 when my family took a huge business hit and we lost everything. उस पॉइंट के ऊपर जब मैंने अपने आप को चेंज करना शुरू किया, एंड देन दिस जर्नी हैज बीन गोइंग ऑन, इट्स बीन 6 years नाउ. और 2000 2019 में I met someone extremely successful, and that person told me that you need to shed all your baggage. You need to get rid of everything जो तुम्हारे कंधों के ऊपर जो बोझ बना हुआ है, चीज़ें जो तुम्हें आगे मूव नहीं करने दे रही हैं, तो जो तो चीज़ें तुम्हें आगे बढ़ने से रोक रही हैं, get rid of all that baggage. And that's what I started working towards. I started working towards everything that was not serving me in my life, because मेरा ये mindset है कि we are in this world, we are in this life, and we दुनिया की 8 billion की population है. Every single person is different, and every single person is meant to live their life with their own individuality and with their own uniqueness and with their own authenticity. आप जब भी अपनी ऑथेंटिसिटी से, अपनी इंडिविजुअलिटी से दूर होना शुरू करते हैं, यू स्टार्ट बिकमिंग अनहैप्पी इन लाइफ, और वो बोझ बढ़ता जाता है, बढ़ता जाता है, बढ़ता जाता है. और जब भी ये मैं एनालॉजी, whenever I use this analogy, I always, it takes me back to watching the coolies, in our Southeast Asian countries, India, Pakistan, where train station ke upar, you would see, even in the movies, you would see these people who are carrying everyone's baggage and burden on their shoulders, and किस तरह से उनके कंधे झुक जाते हैं उस बोझ के तले. So the thing is, anytime you feel that you are carrying too much burden, it starts impacting you internally. It impacts you. आपको आपका stress level बढ़ना शुरू हो जाता है. You start feeling so stressed in life because you reach a point where you start exploding. आपको गुस्सा हर बात के ऊपर चढ़ना शुरू होता है. आपके बच्चे आपसे दूर होना शुरू हो जाते हैं. आपकी फैमिली आपसे दूर हो रही होती है, because there's so much burden on your shoulders that you need to get rid of. And that is absolutely important to do. You need to get rid of your baggage. You need to be authentic to yourself. You need to be very, उस बोझ को अपने ऊपर से हटाएं. जब आप अपने when you start living your life just surrounded by stress and more stress, it starts seeping within you, and it manifests itself in the form of autoimmune diseases, different cheesing, cancer, arthritis, and MS, and the list is endless, right? Because as human beings, we it's been proven कि जो trauma carries through generations, and it carries genetically. जो trauma है वो हमारे genes के अंदर, from generation to generation it carries through. So जब trauma carries through generations, it means that we might be carrying some trauma from our forefathers, and उसका बोझ भी हम carry कर रहे हैं. But there are things which are out there, just जिन चीज़ों से हम अपनी ज़िंदगी को बदल सकते हैं. सबसे ज़रूरी उस चीज़ के अंदर, one of the most key things is to be authentic, be true to yourself. Things which are not serving you, you need to let those things go. Things don't have to be ugly. You don't have to let go of things in an ugly way. एक अच्छे तरीके से हर चीज़ को. I mean, I went through a divorce last year. Literally 1 साल हुआ है. And I never sit there and talk about it. I talk about the divorce. I talk about how my life has changed. I talk about the fact कि मेरे लिए ये जो एक divorce है, it's a second chance at life. I feel alive. But I won't sit there and badmouth anyone, because हर चीज़ जो मेरी ज़िंदगी में आई है, हर चीज़ मेरी ज़िंदगी में कुछ अच्छा लेके आई है. And मैं अपने ज़िंदगी के हर तजुर्बे से, हर मोड़ पे, हर चीज़ से, मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी के हर एक्सपीरियंस से आई टेक, आई फील कि मैं एक छन्नी की तरह हूँ, एंड वो एक स्ट्रेन रखती हूँ, और उस स्ट्रेन के अंदर आई लेट all the negativity just go out, and I just keep अपनी हथेली में जो अच्छाइयाँ हैं, जो गुड मेमोरीज हैं, द गुडनेस ऑफ एवरीथिंग, एंड मैं उन चीज़ को अपने आगे रखती हूँ, एंड आई मूव फॉरवर्ड इन लाइफ विद दैट गुडनेस। जो अच्छी मेमोरीज हैं, जो अच्छी यादें हैं, जो अच्छी सोचें हैं, मैं उनको लेके आगे बढ़ती हूँ, बिकॉज टुडे the person that I am, and I'm a strong woman, and my daughters, my daughters feel that I'm a kick-ass mom, and I'm a mother that my daughters are proud of. And to me, that right there is just the most powerful thing जो मैं अपने साथ लेके चलती हूँ, कि I am someone my daughters are proud of. और उससे बढ़ के मेरे लिए लाइफ में कोई चीज़ ज़रूरी नहीं है कि मैं वो इंसान हूँ। My daughters, उनको गर्व होता है मेरे ऊपर, they call me a kick-ass mom. So that is what I take forward with me, and I am a product of all my experiences. I'm not going to, मैं किसी नेगेटिव चीज़ को ना मैं उसके ऊपर बैठ के ड्वेल मुझे करना है। हर किसी का तजुर्बा डिफरेंट होता है, बट मैंने अपनी लाइफ में ये सीखा है कि अगर आप किसी को, if you let people take advantage of you, if you let people traumatize you, if you let people abuse you, it is only in your hand to change your life story. It is only up to you to change your own trajectory. It is only up to you to rewrite your story. सिर्फ आपके हाथ में है, and you're the only one who can do that, no one else. मुझे 18 साल हो गए real estate के अंदर. I've been doing real estate in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for over 18 years. Uh, ये जो सफ़र है being in real estate, ये सफ़र है, we are an entrepreneur, we are self-employed. I tell you, it's been a very, very hard journey. इस जर्नी में ऊंचाइयां देखी हैं, तो इस जर्नी में रॉक बॉटम भी देखा है. ये जर्नी सामने देखने को तो सिर्फ हर चीज़ अच्छी दिखती है, राइट? But as an entrepreneur in real estate, we've seen the highs, we've seen the lows, we have seen कि जिस तरह से जब आप अच्छे वक्त से गुजरते हैं तो काम भी अच्छा हो जाता है, जब आप चारों तरफ से आपको हिट आ रही होती है तो आपका काम भी खराब हो जाता है. So, but that's what life is. Life teaches you many lessons, and many of those lessons are really hard hits. मगर आई थिंक ये सब जिंदगी के एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं, और जब तक हम जिंदा हैं, however long we are alive, right, we are just going to keep getting up, and we are just going to keep trying, and we are going to keep moving forward. But the thing is, it's Einstein's theory that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. There's nothing worse that you can do in your life than to just keep going in those same circles over and over and thinking कि यार ये मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है, ये सब मेरे साथ ही क्यों बुरा करते हैं, सब मेरे साथ ही ऐसा. That is a victim mindset. That is a mindset where आपको ये लगता है कि आप सबसे अच्छे हैं, आपकी हर चीज़ राइट है, मगर आपके इर्द गिर्द जितने लोग हैं वो रॉन्ग हैं. But sometimes it's also our energy. Sometimes हमारी एनर्जी सर्टन चीज़ों को अट्रैक्ट कर रही होती है. जब 2016 के अंदर we took a business hit, my family took a business hit, and we lost everything. उस टाइम के ऊपर the weird thing was कि although I was not a part of my ex-husband's business, but I was equally impacted. मेरा खुद का बिजनेस इम्पैक्ट होने लगा, मेरा खुद का बिजनेस रियल एस्टेट का बिल्कुल it just went out of control. ऐसा लग रहा था कि चारों तरफ से it's just negative, negative, negative. My kids started to suffer. Everything around me had fallen apart. But the thing is, उस टाइम के ऊपर 2016 में जब ये सब कुछ मेरे साथ शुरू हुआ है, तो I was like, okay, something is wrong. मैं जब भी एयर प्रेशर जहाज का लो हो रहा है, मैं अपने अपने चेहरे के ऊपर ब्रीदिंग मास्क लगाने से पहले मैं अपनी फैमिली के ऊपर लगाने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. एंड यू नो व्हाट, इट्स नॉट वर्किंग आउट बिकॉज आई नीड टू फोकस ऑन माई सेल्फ फर्स्ट. सबसे पहले मैं खुद के ऊपर वर्क करूँ, सबसे पहले मैं सेल्फ लव. यू हैव टू लर्न टू लव योर सेल्फ. इट ऑल बिगिंस विद यू. सबसे पहले अपना ख्याल रखें, सबसे पहले खुद को ऑक्सीजन मास्क लगाएं. तो 2016 में मैंने अपने आप को हर चीज से डिटैच करना शुरू किया कि मैं आई एम सराउंडेड बाय प्रॉब्लम्स. हाउ डू आई फाइंड अ सोल्यूशन? लेट मी गेट माई सेल्फ अवे फ्रॉम everyone including my children. And which is what I started doing. मैं अपने कमरे के अंदर होती थी और मैं आई थिंक उस टाइम पे जब मेरी ये 2016 से जो जर्नी शुरू हुई है, मैं दिन के 4 6 8 घंटे वेबिनार सेमिनार्स growth classes, YouTube के ऊपर different classes I was paying for. All this I started investing in myself, in my own personal growth. क्योंकि मुझे ये चीज पता थी कि जब तक मैं अपने आप को चेंज नहीं करूंगी, उस वक्त तक जो भी मेरी एनर्जी जिन चीजों को भी अट्रैक्ट कर रही है, वो चीजें मेरे इर्द गिर्द नहीं बदलेंगी, तब्दीली नहीं आएगी जब तक आई डोंट चेंज माई सेल्फ. सो द वास्ट majority of the world, they are sheeps. People want to find something to hook onto, and then they just want to keep following. So the vast majority of the world, they are sheep. They want to follow. Okay. I no longer wanted to just follow. अगर आप अपनी जिंदगी को बदलना चाहते हैं, आप अपनी इर्द गिर्द जो भी चीजें आपकी हो रही हैं, अगर आप उन चीजों को बदलना चाहते हैं, तो सबसे पहले आपको खुद को बदलना पड़ेगा. And that is not easy because trauma carries through generations within us. तो अगर हम अपने 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 आप को genetically भी अगर हम अपने आप को change करना चाहते हैं, तो it means that we have to work on ourselves, changing ourselves, mind, body, soul. जिंदगी में जो सबसे कीमती चीज है, बहुत दफा होता है कि हम ये सोच रहे होते हैं कि यार ये जिंदगी का मकसद क्या है. Why are we, what's this life all about? This constant grinding, this hustling. I mean, we're constantly on the go. Why are we in this life? What is this life all about? I think ये जो जर्नी है जिंदगी की, इसमें हर इंसान कुछ तलाश कर रहा है. और मेरे लिए जो सबसे कीमती और इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जिंदगी की है, वो है पीस ऑफ माइंड. बिकॉज वो जो एक अनमोल चीज है, जो प्राइसलेस है, दैट इज योर पीस ऑफ माइंड. उस पीस ऑफ माइंड को बचाने के लिए, उसको प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए आपको जो भी करना हो, यू डू दैट. एंड दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव बीन डूइंग. As much as I love everyone around me, I'm just holding on to people who are able to just match me in my energy and leave everything else on time. Because वक्त बहुत सारी चीज़ों को in place कर देता है. And that's what I'm doing. I'm moving forward with just the goodness around me. वो लोग जो मुझे प्यार के साथ, ना सिर्फ प्यार, because I'm surrounded by people who love me, but उन लोगों के साथ जिनके साथ प्यार भी है, but those people who accept me for my authenticity, who accept me for who I am, the place where I feel authentic, the place where I'm, my soul feels at peace. But अगर किसी भी जगह के ऊपर अगर मेरी मेरी रूह को सुकून नहीं पहुंच रहा, तो I leave it for right now and I move on. And we'll come back to it later. Or we leave it on time. Or we leave it on our creator. We leave it on the universe. We leave it and let time take care of all the wounds in our heart. वक्त के ऊपर जब छोड़ते हैं, ये बहुत मुश्किल चीज है. वक्त के ऊपर छोड़ना बहुत मुश्किल. लोग कहते हैं, people believe in God. People, whether you say God, you say Allah, you say, energy, whoever the creator of this universe is, whatever that source is. When you believe in that source, then you gotta believe that source is going to do right by you. and will bring. So हम घबराना शुरू हो जाते हैं, right? हम इधर देख रहे हैं, उधर देख रहे हैं, ये हाथ मार रहे हैं, वो पाँव मार रहे हैं. But sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you just have to let go, and you just have to surrender. And you have to surrender so that you can start flowing with that river. And you start flowing downstream. And you don't know where the river is going, but you believe that you are going downstream. Because you're going downstream, you're not exhausted because you're not trying to swim against the tide, and you're at peace with yourself. And that's how my real estate has been for me too. बहुत दफा रियल एस्टेट के अंदर ऐसा फील होता है कि आप अपस्ट्रीम जा रहे हैं, आप स्विम करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं अपस्ट्रीम, मगर it's very hard. You're going through these difficult times because you're swimming upstream. So even when it comes to real estate, sometimes we just have to let things go and let time take care of everything, because time does take care of it all. We, इस वक्त 10 सेकंड हैं. We are going to go into a break, and you're listening to Heart with Saima, and on the radio. I'm going to see you soon.
Yet to file your tax returns? Does your business need a cash flow? Planning to buy or
All right, so how is everyone doing? आज मैं अपना एक डिवाइस जो है वो भूल आई. So I left one of my devices behind by mistake. मैं अपना phone एक भूल आई. So I had to kind of improvise, go with the flow. So how's everyone doing? कैसे हैं सब लोग? आप लोग के क्या plans हैं for the month of December? It's the season to be happy, right? There's some energy in the air in the month of December. Positivity, energy, families being together. वो चीज़ नवंबर से ही शुरू हो जाती है, Thanksgiving के ही time से. So people on Instagram, thank you all for watching me. I didn't really talk a whole lot about real estate, but if you know anyone looking to buy or sell real estate, I would humbly appreciate any referral from you, because again, this is my livelihood. जो real estate से ही घर चलता है. So आप किसी को भी जानते हो, any referrals, I would appreciate that. Thank you on Instagram, anyone who's watching. Didn't really talk a whole lot about real estate, but that's okay. So going to go ahead and hey Russ, thank you for joining on Instagram. So going to go ahead and disconnect on Instagram. Okay, so कितना time रह गया? So we have 3 minutes before we go back on the show. And actually, we were going to talk about mindfulness. So we're going to go in and talk about mindfulness. मेरी सोच ये है कि जिंदगी में you'd go with the flow. कुछ real estate की बात हो गई, नहीं भी हुई तो भी कोई बात नहीं. It's all good, right? So let's see. We have 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And आज कुछ ऐसा हुआ, पानी की बोतल भी भूल गई, अपना एक डिवाइस भी भूल गई, कुछ ऊपर नीचे चीज़ें रश कर रही थी घर से निकलते हुए. So मेरी अम्मी मेरे साथ हैं आजकल, मेरी अम्मी, मेरे अब्बा मेरे साथ हैं. तो मुझे अम्मी को किसी के घर पे छोड़ना था, ताकि मैंने कहा कि अम्मी वहाँ पर My mom stays. I dropped her at a friend's house so she could stay there for a couple of hours. And I'm going to pick her up after I leave here, and I have some real estate work to take care of, and then I will go pick her up. तो बस वो सब चीज़ों के अंदर it got a little bit frantic, but it's all good. Everything ends up working out however it's meant to work out. So Dallas में ठंड आ गई है. It's cold here in Dallas. Hey Russ, hey Russ, you're awesome. Thank you so much. You joined on Instagram and you joined on LinkedIn. So thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate your support always. Thank you, and so thank you for being there and showing your support on LinkedIn. Um, the ये रेडियो की जर्नी जो है, इस पे मैं आती हूँ, मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी की एक्सपीरियंसेस को शेयर करती हूँ, एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द डे हर चीज़ जो है वो एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम के हिसाब से चलती है, एंड वी आर नॉट एबल टू डू एनीथिंग विदाउट द राइट सपोर्ट. Welcome back. You're listening to Heart with Saima. And this is your host, Saima Dillon. I come to you every Thursday from 1 to 2. And मैं आपके पास कुछ real estate की बातें लेके आती हूँ, because I hope कि, you know, दुनिया में बैलेंस बहुत ज़रूरी है. So काम भी ज़रूरी है घर चलाने के लिए, और जो मैं ये करती हूँ अपना रेडियो शो, ये भी ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज ये आपकी रूह की satisfaction के लिए. So your soul satisfaction, your everything goes hand in hand, right? Mind, body, soul, everything requires a connection to each other and requires a balance with each other in some shape or form, because उस बैलेंसिंग एक्ट के बगैर लाइफ के अंदर कोई ना कोई चीज ऊपर नीचे चलती रहती है. तो अगर आपकी सोल सेटिस्फैक्शन की ज़रूरत है, तो फिर वर्कआउट की भी ज़रूरी है बॉडी के लिए, उसके साथ काम भी ज़रूरी है. तो having said that, if you know anyone looking to buy or sell real estate, I would appreciate a referral from you. You are able to email me at vip@simadillon.com, and that's vip@simadillon.com. And आप मुझे email भी कर सकते हैं. You're able to email me. Email me at vip@simadillon.com. So we've been talking about different things in life. We've been talking about mindfulness. अगर आप मुझे follow कर रहे हैं इस journey में, तो आपको that I always talk about my children. I always talk about my daughters, because I feel my daughters are my mirror. एक वो वक्त था where I always felt, कि I am the mother. The the children should be listening to everything I'm telling them to do. If I'm taking them to Sunday school, they should be doing Sunday school. If I'm telling them to do XYZ, they should follow and do everything I ask them to do. But that is not the the reality of actual life. The reality of actual life, which is also something that time has taught me, is that your kids are your mirror. When they stand defiant in front of you and they tell you that you are not doing something the right way, or that you are wrong, instead of putting them down, or instead of thinking that how dare your child speaks to you that way, because we are coming from that mindset where whatever the grown-ups say, it is right. But that is actually, I've discovered, time has taught me the hard way that that is not true, because your children are your mirrors. And when they stand there and they tell you that, Mom, you are wrong. And I will stand here and say the amount of times where my children sit there, and I think ये 2020 में ये quarantine में ये journey शुरू हुई, where my children were quarantined with me, and we started spending time together, and we started spending time getting to know each other, where they would sit there, and we had this roundtable conference thing which we would do every Thursday, where it was everyone was given a chance to talk about whatever was hurting them, whatever mattered to them, whatever bothered them, without अगर उनको कर्स करना है वो कर्स कर सकते थे, अगर उनको चीखना है वो चीख सकते थे. Basically, this round table conference that we were doing, that we started in 2020, उसके पीछे का purpose ये था to give everyone a chance without interruption. Everyone got a chance to speak, to share whatever was in their heart. जिस चीज से भी उनको तकलीफ पहुंच रही है, whatever hurts the soul, whatever hurts the heart, whatever it is that bothers them, whatever it is that disappoints them, whatever it is that hurts them, the children could sit there and uninterrupted, they could speak about their feelings and their thoughts and their emotions. And what that did was कि जब मैंने ये चीज start की, तो उस process के अंदर it was something so magnificent which started building. What started happening was that उस टेबल के ऊपर शुरू के अंदर बहुत गुस्सा निकला, बहुत चीजें निकली कि this is wrong, that is wrong, you did this, you did that, यहाँ तक कि वो चीजें भी, एक दफा मैंने अपनी बेटी को गराज में बंद कर दिया था, और मैंने वो बात नहीं सुन रही थी, और मैंने गराज का, तो वो भी चीज निकली कि how could you have locked me in the garage, because तो छोटी मेमोरी से लेके बड़ी चीजें जो भी उनके दिल में था, उनको वैलिडेशन चाहिए थी. The kids and all of us as human beings, we need validation in life. In life, we want to feel that we are being heard. So जब हम कुछ बोलना शुरू करते हैं और सामने से कोई आके बोल देता है कि hey, you're wrong, बकवास कर रहे हो, whatever you're saying, it's nonsense, it makes no sense what you're saying, you're wrong. Okay, उसी point के ऊपर you have invalidated someone else's feelings completely, and that is wrong. And that is what the problem is. Because as human beings, we have a right to our emotions. We have a right to feel what we are feeling. So there are two kinds of people, right? The ones who want to listen to others, to learn, to reform, to change. And then there are those people who only speak because they are only wanting to listen to themselves. They have no interest in someone else's answers. They have no interest in someone else's responses. You only speak, you only listen so you can respond. And that's a huge problem, because as human beings, we want to feel validated. We want our friends to validate our feelings and our changes and our emotions. And that's what happened with my children. It was that journey with them where they started sharing whatever it is that they were going through. And that started changing my relationship with my daughters. It's अब उस चीज को भी almost 3 साल हो जाएंगे that I've been working on my building my relationship with my girls. तो वक्त लगता है हर चीज को, मगर हर चीज को शुरू करना बहुत जरूरी है. वो awareness within us, when I felt that, you know what, there's something wrong. If my relationship is going wrong with my daughters, I, as their mother, cannot expect that they should just do what I ask them to do, but I need to start listening to them. And I need to get to know my daughters for who they are. And I need to validate their emotions and their feelings and whatever it is that they are going through. और जब चुप रह के मैंने उनको सुनना शुरू किया, बजाय इसके कि मैं बोलती रहूं, and I started listening to them. मेरा उनके साथ रिश्ता बदलना शुरू हो गया. बहुत लोगों को इस बात पे हैरत होती है, बट मैं उन लोगों को जब बताती हूँ कि my daughters probably know 98% of what's going on in my life. I share so many things with them which 99.999% of people will not share with their children. I share most of the things which are going on in my life with my kids. Because you know what? Abhi recently someone said to me कि you should not parents should not share things with their children. But here's what the thing is कि जब एक ही घर के अंदर लोग रहते हैं तो the kids already know what's going on in the house. So you might not want to share with the children what's going on, but the kids know what's going on. So when you give a chance to listen to your children, it gives you a chance to learn and evolve and grow. And that's what my daughters have taught me. They've taught me to become a better version of myself because I started listening to what they were saying to me. It was important for me to change and for me to become someone they can be proud of. And that is the pivoting point of life. What point, Jidar, they become your advisors, they become, these tiny people who are so wise beyond their years that they start sharing wisdom with you. They start sharing wisdom with you. Your kids start helping you become a better version of yourself. I'm proud of who I'm becoming. I'm at peace with myself. I'm just so grateful for so many of life's blessings. I'm so grateful for my journey. I'm so grateful for every experience. Even अगर वो experience ने मुझे बैठ के रुलाया है, मुझे आंसू मेरे निकले हैं, मेरा दिल दुखा है, मुझे तकलीफ पहुंची है. But I'm grateful for those experiences because those experiences are shaping me and helping me become this person that I am right now, this person that my daughters are proud of. And my daughters are helping me become someone that they can be proud of and I can be proud of. And that's Heart to Heart with Saima. I come to you every Thursday. मैं आती हूँ यहाँ पर, you are able to listen to me on the radio, 104.1 FM, 700 AM. You are able to go on jointhecaravan.com, and from anywhere in the world, you're able to tune in and listen to any of the shows here on the radio station. I stream live. तो सोशल मीडिया पे इस वक्त मैं लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग कर रही हूँ स्टूडियो से. You're able to join me. Studio का number is 214-817-3333. The world of real estate. So this is something that we've been discussing with people, that in the world of real estate, वो small windows of opportunity जो हैं वो आती हैं. Or right now, ये जो month of December है, where builders have to get homes off their books by the end of the year, there's a window of opportunity, and the kind of incentives builders are offering to get homes off their books are just amazing. If you are in the market and you are looking for opportunities, we get messages from sales agents because of our relationships with them, and they tell us, these are opportunities for you to jump on, for your investors to jump on. There are opportunities for investors. I always come here and I tell people, become real estate investors. You should become a real estate investor. Your kids should become real estate investors. You should have multiple properties bringing you in. Real estate is something where you put down the minimum that you have to put down. Investment property के लिए 25%, and अगर आप खुद ऑक्यूपाई कर सकते हो उस प्रॉपर्टी को एक साल के लिए भी, तो you can go in with even less, putting down less money. Builders are helping you with closing costs. They are helping buy down interest rates. अभी मैं एक builder का देख रही थी, I believe it's in Little Elm, where there's this one house which this builder is selling, and the builder is offering like 4.75% interest rate. The builder has chopped off the price like 50 grand, and the builder is trying to get needs to sell this house ASAP. और इस तरह की opportunities हम लोग को emails आ रही हैं, हम लोगों को text messages आ रहे हैं, I mean which I'm receiving from sales agents for these opportunities which are coming through. Get in touch with me if you are out there looking to invest, because there is no better time than right now to turn into real estate investor, because there is this really, really short window of opportunity. The vast majority of the world, when they look, they see interest rates to बढ़ गए हैं, and we are expecting another couple of increases to come through, one in December, another one in January, before ताकि inflation को control कर सकें. But irrespective of that, there are these opportunities which builders are sending us emails for. I'm receiving text messages, great opportunities. Opportunities where जो builders पहले investors को नहीं भी बेचने को तैयार थे, वो अब बेच रहे हैं investors को, because they need to get these homes off their books, because they have to answer to shareholders. They have to make sure, okay, especially big builders, that everything is looking good on the books, minimize losses. तो जब ये time आता है, it is an opportunity that everyone should take advantage of, because this is what we in the world of real estate called a short window of opportunity. Become investors, start investing, and then when interest rates go down, that's when you refinance. So you do have to have holding power, but the opportunities are just phenomenal. Get in touch with me, vip@saimadillon.com. Reach out to me, and I come to you every Thursday with Heart to Heart with Saima. आज इरादा तो कुछ था कि I was going to talk about mindfulness. What mindfulness basically is mindfulness means कि जिंदगी में whatever it is you do, mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present. So whatever you do in your life, be present. बहुत दफा हम ऑटो पायलट पे आ जाते हैं और हम चीज़ों को कर रहे होते हैं और चीज़ें उठा के रख देते हैं, and we don't even remember what we have done, where we have put those things, because we are on this autopilot and we are just automatically doing things and we are not really present. But being present and doing things mindfully is something that I just started working on. Because sometimes क्या होता है, you're hurt, you're upset, you lash out, you take your frustration out, right? But जब आप वो frustration निकाल रहे होते हैं, तो कभी उसमें उस frustration के अंदर, you make mistakes. वो mistakes जो आपके खुद के तजुर्बे हों, that is one thing. But जिन mistakes से अगर किसी को तकलीफ पहुंचे, तो right there, that is a problem, right? That is something that I don't want to do. I want to be mindful. I want to make sure that people around me do not get hurt by my actions. क्योंकि अपनी लाइफ में मैं जो भी choices make करूं और उनसे जो भी तजुर्बा आए, वो मेरे लिए totally acceptable है, but मेरे लिए ये acceptable नहीं है कि मेरी किसी भी चीज़ से, मेरे किसी भी इर्द गिर्द मेरे some people that I love get hurt. So that's why I started researching mindfulness. And that's what mindfulness is, to be aware of where we are and what we are doing, and not be overly reactive or be overwhelmed by everything that is going on. And that is what mindfulness is. There are 7 principles of mindfulness. Not judging. Be an impartial witness to your own experiences. So don't judge anyone. Don't judge people. Whatever each individual does is up to them. किसी दूसरे को हक नहीं पहुंचता कि आप किसी दूसरे के actions को judge करें. Patience, a form of wisdom. Patience demonstrates that we accept the fact that these are all just different experiences. And जो भी वक्त लेके आता है, जो भी तजुर्बे वक्त लेके आता है, you know what, you go with the flow and you experience those. Beginner's mind, remaining open and curious, allows us to be receptive to whatever is new. And that's what I have been doing. And I think thoda bahut I'm addicted to now, just always learning and evolving and growth. And that's what you do when you're flowing in that river, right? You're evolving and you're learning and your growth. I'm always receptive to learning. I always want to learn. If I make a mistake, I'm always ready to apologize for my mistake. And that's where mindfulness is coming in. For me, I am working on mindfulness to make sure that whatever my choices are, whatever I do, that those things impact me. उनका मेरे से ताल्लुक है. बट अगर मैं अपनी कोई भी फ्रस्ट्रेशन का इजहार करूं, सो दैट इज नॉट गुड, स्पेशली अगर उस चीज से कोई दूसरा इम्पैक्ट हो या किसी दूसरे को तकलीफ पहुंचे. So that is something that I'm not all about. I'm not about hurting others. For me, my podcast is not about others. I love to write. I love to be able to express whatever it is I'm feeling or experiences. I enjoy writing. I love my podcast. I always tell people my podcast changed my life. And my podcast changed my life because it gave me a platform to just come and to just be me, to talk about my life experiences. It gives me an outlet to get rid of my frustrations. So that's where mindfulness comes in. uh, Trust, develop a basic trust with yourself and your own feelings. So मैं मैं किसी से भी एडवाइस नहीं मांग रही होती. मुझे किसी की एडवाइस चाहिए भी नहीं. मुझे अपनी इंट्यूशन सुननी है. मुझे मेरी आई ट्रस्ट माई सेल्फ, आई ट्रस्ट माई ओन जजमेंट. Even if I mess up, I mean, so what, right? Because they are my experiences. Even if I mess up, even if the outcome is not what I hoped for, so what? But I trust myself first. मुझे किसी की एडवाइस नहीं चाहिए, बिकॉज जब मैं खामोशी में बैठती हूँ तो उस सन्नाटे में, उस खामोशी में मुझे खुद की आवाज़ सुनाई देती है. उसमें मुझे मेरे वो इंट्यूशन की आवाज़ सुनाई देती है, जो मेरे अंदर से एक आवाज़ निकल रही है, which is guiding me, which is telling me कि maybe do this or maybe do that. And I'm an imperfect person. जो मैं बहुत गलतियां करती हूँ ज़िंदगी में. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो वर्कआउट नहीं करती. बहुत सारी चीज़ों में नाकामयाबी भी देखी है. But this is my journey of life. Then non-striving, acceptance, and the most important thing I think that goes with mindfulness is the ability to let go. If something is not working out, just let it go. Leave it on time. खुदा पे छोड़ दो, वक्त पे छोड़ दो, इस दुनिया की एनर्जी पे छोड़ दो. Whatever it is that you believe in, because no matter what, we are all coming from the same creator. हम सब एक ही जगह से आए हैं और हम सब एक ही जगह पे. हम ये पूरी जिंदगी गुजार दें एक दूसरे से लड़ने में, राइट, कि कौन बेहतर है और कौन नहीं है बेहतर. But the fact of the matter is, we are all coming from the same creator, the same place, and we are all going to go to the same place. So why fight over it? Why not focus, as long as we are alive, as long as we are in this world? Why not focus on ourselves? Focus on improving ourselves, do self reflection. Mindfulness, like I said, mindfulness is something that I am working on because, you know, I want to work on having more controlled reactions. If I'm in certain circumstances where I'm frustrated, then maybe it's time for me to shift my attention elsewhere, and shift myself into a place where I'm not as frustrated, right? Where I can heal, where I can build. Um, to me, life is not about being vengeful. To me, life is not about going after people, going after things. It is about self eवोल्यूशन, it's about self reflection. मेरी जिंदगी के अंदर जो सबसे ज़रूरी चीज़ मेरे लिए है वो मैं खुद हूँ. I love myself. I want to spend more time taking care of myself, and I want to build myself myself into a better person every day. जो मेरी सोच है कि every single day I want to be a little bit better today than I was yesterday. And for me, that is the whole purpose of my journey. To me, that is heart to heart with Saima. You come and you join me, you send me messages. I'm so filled with gratitude. Um, like I always say, okay, for me, heart to heart, for me, this radio show, this platform, the ability to do my podcast, it's not to put anyone down. It's not to hurt anyone. um, कभी चीज़ें बेदहानी में हो जाती हैं, कभी मैं अपने तजुर्बों की अगर बात कर रही होती हूँ और उस प्रोसेस में अगर किसी को तकलीफ़ पहुँचे तो यू नो उस that impacts me, and that I'm apologetic for agar, if that happens, because that is not my intention to come here for. My intention is to just build myself. All right, friends. So ये घंटा गुजर गया, ये वक्त गुजर गया. So thank you all. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect from YouTube and LinkedIn. Thank you all who watch, who support. Thank you to everyone who sent me LinkedIn Cooper messages. You guys sent me. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So have an awesome, awesome week, and stay well and take care.